and welcome again to the Urban Herb YouTube channel. This channel is going to serve as the entertaining and educational auxiliary piece that goes along with our website, theurbanherb.net. Today, actually I want to address some things. I had some people, I've got a lot of inquiries about how I got started in herbalism. How did you go from being a regular guy to having a business and stuff like that. So I wanted to actually answer some of those questions and share my story with everyone. So what actually triggered me wanting to be health conscious was one of my friends got sick. Well, not one of my friends. One of my friends' mothers got sick. She had high blood pressure, and she had to go to the hospital. And it kind of scared me because I was thinking to myself, well, I don't really want to ever have to deal with that situation with my parents and not know what to do. So I started studying herbalism. I started reading all the books I could. I started going to lectures all over LA, whether it was Dr. Sabi's talking, whether it was Dr. Layla Africa, Tim Morrow, anybody that was speaking about health in Los Angeles, I would make sure that I would try to make it to their lecture. This is prior to YouTube, so you couldn't just watch a lecture at the comfort of your home. You had to actually go. And so at the time, I was working at I was working as an accountant in LA at a drug rehabilitation program. And one of the things the women would do as part of their rehabilitation was they would say the serenity prayer. And it was kind of interesting to me because I was sheltered from the crack epidemic or drug epidemic that went through most of the inner cities because I was in college at the time. So I really didn't have to deal with it directly. I was aware of it, but not have to really no first-hand experience with it. So when I started working as this accountant here, I saw all these women that had been impacted by, crack cocaine and different drugs that hit our communities, and I was empathetic towards it and sympathetic towards their recovery. So they used to say this prayer, serenity prayer, went like, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And because, that was, it was very empowering for them, and I noticed that. And for me, I liked it, but I kind of cut from a different cloth, so I was more gravitated towards what Angela Davis said, I am no longer accepting the things that I cannot change. I am changing the things I cannot accept. And one of the things that I could not accept was people suffering from degenerative diseases and then managing it with pharmaceutical drugs and never actually healing themselves. So that was something that was really bothering me. So since I couldn't accept that, I started, I kept studying, kept learning. I should take people to the health food stores with me, and I say, get this herb for that, buy this over here, I didn't know everything, but I was I was just getting started. And usually most people didn't do what I said. They kind of would go the opposite way, see their doctor, and then turn back and hit me back later, like a year or 2 years later when they wanted to revisit that. So I was already making stuff for myself, and I was buying a lot of stuff. I started making my own stuff, and I started making it for friends, and then I started making it for, family members. And then I realized that, I'm really passionate about this. So maybe I should do this on, more of it's a hobby, but maybe I should turn this hobby into a business.